Hello and welcome to a new flip through. This time I'm doing something different. This is an old journal that I've already shown, a mermaid journal, and someone saw that video and liked it, my nibbling, and they wanted something similar. At least I think they wanted something similar. So I really tried to sort of remake the same book again using, I mean, everything is from thrift stores and what's it called, yard sales. So I mean, I didn't have more of this fabric, I didn't have another of these clasps or whatever it's called, so I had to make do. And for the longest time I was going to make something quite different. I started a book which was less frilly because I thought maybe they didn't want as much lace. Then I thought I'll just make another one that looks the same. So this is a new one that I will give to my nibbling and hope for the best. And that's the one I'm going to show you. So the cover is made from an old book that I expanded the spine. I made a new piece of cardboard to make the book thicker because it was like, well, a very thin book. And it's covered with an Indian cushion, the fabric from an Indian cushion. And for the first time I've made a tassel, so that was fun. It's made with eyelash trim and pieces from a bracelet and an earring, bits from a scarf, all sorts of stuff. And I'm quite pleased with it. These things are sticking out, I don't know, but never mind. I have a couple of charms. A star, which, you know, in this case it's a what's it called? A sea star? I can't think of the name. A dolphin and a seashell. And they're all from the same bracelet that I destroyed. And as I said, it's got a mermaid theme, so both the insides of both the front and the back cover is well, I've covered it with, it's the same image. And I'm going to show you. Sorry, I can almost not walk in this room, but this is the painting that I made the picture from. I scanned this and worked on it in paint.net in my computer until it looked like this, and then I printed it. And I think it looks much more, the colours are much more sea-like, and I like it better. Actually, I like both versions, and there's even a third version inside the book, there, that I made into a double pocket with sort of pink and purple and blue hues. So, you know, you can just pick the version you like best. Alright, I think my nibbling will use this as a diary, so I've left a lot of space for writing. But I've also tried to make the pages sea-like and watery and waterlogged and sort of aged and just pretty. And here and there I've made these little golden doodles or swirls with varied results. This was, you know, I'm not really pleased with that one. Others are better. And I've used inks. This is an inked page and this is watercolor. That I can show you that as well. Where is it? Sorry. Here's one. I've filled water bottles with, well, there are, oh my god, I have so much stuff that, anyway, I had small, tiny boxes of watercolor paints that I just put in here and shook it, and then I poured the blue water on a tray and put some papers in it until it dried. So I can't speak today, I'm so sorry. But I want to do this because I have to give it to them this weekend, so it can't wait. A pocket, well, made with, there's a piece of paper and this golden net, and a doily that I also put in watercolor. Oops, things are falling down. Some of the pages have this, I mean, these pages, I let them soak in yellow watercolor, and there was a lot of bits in it, you know, like it looks like sand, which I like, but it didn't dissolve in the water. So that was made for a different effect. Can you see? More doodles. These are marginally better. And I actually, this time, I used embroidery thread or yarn, I don't know the correct terminology, in different blue colors to make it look even more watery. Actually, there's quite a lot hanging out from this journal, which I like, and if my nibbling doesn't like it, they can just cut it all off. I mean, it's allowed, it's theirs. And this, oh, I love this. Let's see if I can find it. Yes, I used, this is placemat, and I used this pattern to and distress ink blue to make, because I think it looks sort of seahorsey. I like it. It's because there are these sort of twisty patterns. This is a belly band. This is supposed to look like scales, and this is supposed to look like a tail fin and seagrass, and you know, all these things. More doodles. This I'm actually quite pleased with. It's almost symmetrical, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, because I was going to buy stamps, swirly stamps, and I never found any in the shops I looked in. And I was going to order it online, and then I had no money, so I thought, you know, I'll just do it myself. So I did. With, as I said, varied results. This is a pocket. And I'm thinking, I'm leaving these pockets empty so they can put whatever they like in it. Like secret things or photos, I don't know. Whatever they like. More doodles or swirls, I don't know what to call them. Decorations. And here too. This is the same pattern actually, the placemat I showed you, but I let it sit in the tray with the inks until it dried, so it makes for a really interesting pattern. I love it. It looks very sea-like. The other journal had a shoe in it because the little mermaid is, when she gets legs and feet, she has to walk on knives. That's what it feels like. So I put another shoe in this one, and there's sort of a double meaning because the message for my nibbling is not to walk in shoes that don't fit them. So that's kind of the point of that shoe. Here I let the water soak and dry in a tray with green water and a doily. So that's where this comes from, the pattern. More swirls and more patterns from the placemat. This is another, it's a stencil. I really like it when this is coffee stained. When I get these really dark colours. And this looks like sand, more of the yellow watercolour. I'm sorry about the light, by the way. It's raining, but I had to do this now. This mermaid was also in the other journal, but I made I made it in a different colour scheme, so it fits this page better. I'm thinking maybe she's black, actually, because it looks like natural hair, and yeah, why not? I just inverted the colours, so I mean you can see that what I painted with black is now white, but you know, never mind. This is kind of, I don't know, tuck spot maybe. We could use it for small stuff. Also a tuck spot with a little ship. Yellow seahorse pattern. And a little golden doodle. And the mermaid. The person who's getting this journal is in love with Harry Potter. So I just included this little quote as a sort of wink. More seahorse patterns, swirls, an inked lace belly band. What is this? Is this a page? Yes, it is. Oh yes, they're Aquarius, so that's why I drew the symbol for that. Oh, this is not a tuck spot. I think I forgot to make it one. Look at this, it's almost black. It's wonderful. It looks like parchment. Doodles. An old map of the sea and a boat. On sort of sand banks or something. I really love this. I almost regret putting it in a journal I'm giving away. Oh well, because I just bought distress inks, and this is the old photograph one. And I really love it. It really makes it so warm. Pocket. And a little decoration made with eyelash trim, golden net, and spangles. Belly band with another type of net. This is from a scarf. I use a lot of scarves, and this is from what's it called? Oh, it's an old book about different creatures. It has a Latin name. But there's a mermaid, so I thought it was fitting. Plus, I mean, this kind of script is just, oh, I love it. A boat. Sort of, I've torn the picture to make it look windy. And this, the pièce de résistance. This was also a scarf, and I draped it over the page, and then it fell like this because it's between signatures, and it looks like the tail of a mermaid or a fish. So I just had to glue it down like that. So yeah, I'm kind of pleased. This looks like a wave. And this is one of those pages that I'm not at all in love with. And it's really dark as well. As you can see, it's like, kind of like a drop in dark spangles. And, you know, the idea was fine, but the execution, not so much. Just more journaling space. This turned out a bit, you know, amateurish as well. It's just you know, a phrase from a sea song. Haul on the bowline, the ship she is a-rolling. Yeah. Spangles and another stencil, which I think looks a bit compass-like, so that's why I include it. That I feel like it has to do with the sea. And this person likes to sail and is a scout and spends a lot of their time on islands in the archipelago. So I thought it was fitting in that way as well. This is kind of a tuck spot, but there's very little tuck space, so I don't know, maybe it's just a decoration. Pocket. And this is kind of a silly page, I realize afterwards, but very, you know, vivid. It pops, so you know, you can have some fun with it as well. So that's it, and the pages are really too big, broad, or whatever for the cover, but I didn't want to cut them off, so I just put lace on the first and last page to sort of protect the rest of the pages and just make it look nicer. I think it works. It's a journal, it's a diary, who cares? And I'm sort of in love with it, so if my nibbling doesn't want it, I'm taking it back.